Hello there everyone, it is time for me to start my journey of being Word of Light with only Steve. This should be fun. Please share this video because this is going to be fun but yet hard due to the fact that I am going to be using Steve only and I will be using spirits. But Steve is a tricky character nonetheless, so please share this video, subscribe, like, and comment. And PS, I will be doing this in hard mode because I do need a challenge and plus it's more entertaining. So let's get right into it. After skipping the intros, I proceeded to change my character to Steve and began to run into a problem. Turns out, there's a sad realization that you cannot use DLC characters, so I looked it up on Google and I found out that you can only use DLC characters after you unlocked 10 characters. So I proceeded to just basically use Kirby, unlock all the characters, and finally have my boy Steve. Now with Steve in my arsenal, I was able to start my run and it was looking pretty good to start, but then things ended up becoming troubling. So as time went on, I thought I was getting the hang of it, but sadly enough, with the lack of jumps and every time I use a move, I also had to be careful with my resources, and no enemy would ever give me the time to grab my resources and just mine. So it was a constant agony just to get enough resources just so I can either get another sword back, get another axe, or just straight up have a weapon in general. I was kind of confused of what I should be doing to beat the game, but then out of nowhere I remembered you had to defeat all the bosses, so I proceeded to go to Giga Bowser's portal. After entering the portal, I found out that things were a little bit trickier than I expected. I had to maneuver my way around, beat all these spirits, click these buttons to move up, and after doing all that, I made it to Giga Bowser. Now Giga Bowser was extremely difficult spirit to beat, and not to toot my own horn, but I did beat him after a couple of tries. I always kept dying due to the fact that I always underestimated, or I dare say overestimated, my jump. But then I came to the sad realization that Steve has literally the worst jump in the game. So I had to get creative. I had to use the blocks, I had to maneuver around his attacks, abusing the fact that I had diamond, gold to boost my damage, and the fact that I also had the Super Shadow Spirits, which I will not be changing because Shadow is my favorite gaming character of all time, second to Meta Knight, kind of. I don't want to get to that debate with myself. I proceeded to beat Giga Bowser the most hilarious way I could think of by using the cart, and after beating him I just went all the way down with no care in the world, knowing that even if I dig all the way down the game will not end. So Giga Bowser was dead, I won, I unlocked Bowser, but I was never going to use him due to the fact that I have Steve, the only one that matters. And then we proceeded to go on to the next boss. After leaving Bowser's castle, I proceeded to go off to find the next boss, but surprise to me, it was harder than I thought. The only things of note that happened while I was trying to find the next boss was I found a blue button, I pressed it, and then I got rid of this random barrier for another portal. I didn't really know what much to think of, so I just proceeded to ignore it. But after that I found another portal to where the second boss should be. I entered the portal and I found that the puzzles were pretty easy. All I had to do was get rid of number 1 through 4, proceed to go find the boss, and after finding the boss, it was the Brawl Subspace Emissary boss, Galimo. I am sorry if I'm butchering this name. After many attempts, I finally was able to get him down enough to the point where a simple attack of my cart would do the trick. Or any attack in general, basically. But nonetheless, I was satisfied. It took me many attempts and I won. So I left the place and then ended up going off to find Rathalos. Rathalos and Galeem are the only two bosses that I have not fought for part 1. I did not know how to get to Rathalos because I believed to be that I need to get rid of that light. So, in hopes to get rid of the light, I went to go to the Electric Factory. I do not know what the technical name is, but I went and I fought this big giant Pikachu. The Pikachu took me on a wild, very wild ride. And by far, that was the hardest spear I've ever fought. When I fought it the last time and I won, I'm telling you guys now, it was pure dumb luck. He had many times he could just forward smash me, many times where he could just up smash me, many times he could have just killed me. But with pure determination and dumb luck, I eventually won. After beating the biggest Pikachu on this side of the cosmos, all the gates opened up, and now it is easier to get around. I left the electric, but in order to get to the pink button, I had to beat Fox and a couple of spirits. They were pretty easy, so I pressed the pink button. After I pressed the pink button, a wall disappeared. The wall that was entering to a portal that I did not know why I needed to go into the portal, but I just knew that portal was probably important. I eventually found the button. It was green. I pressed it. Next thing you know, I entered the portal. After entering the portal, there were some spirits I had to fight. It was pretty easy. Eventually, I got Simon. But after getting Simon, something weird happened. This little green thing started to glow. I entered it, and then I got teleported somewhere else, where I had another fight against some spirits that were pretty easy. I found Pit, and after finding Pit, this crystal thing broke. And thank goodness for me, the light that was blocking the way to Rathalos disappeared. After that, I left the place, found Rathalos' portal, entered it, and well, when I entered it, Rathalos kind of ran away for a very long time. Like a very long time. Because he didn't want this smoke. But eventually he gave in, fought me, I destroyed him with a shopping cart. And then eventually, after that whole entire adventure, I began to think, should I fight the last battle and just tell you guys how it went? Or should I show you how it went? So I grabbed my computer, turned on my face cam, started recording, and you're about to see that right now. Ah man, you guys, we've been through a journey so far. Let's just keep going. Now, the reason I'm doing the face cam now is because I don't want to do voiceover the whole entire way through. And as of right now, all I need to do is follow this little course that I made for myself, and then I'll fight Galeem. And then that'll be the end for part 1. Tell me how you guys feel about this, because like this is my first time really doing a video like this, like a voiceover and then adding gameplay footage. Well, not gameplay footage, but like background, or not background, live footage, you could say, of me playing and attacking, oh my gosh, finishing the opponent with Steve. Which, I believe I already said this, but Steve's jumps is ridiculously bad. Like, oh my gosh, like to maneuver around the opponent, it's a miracle. Like, the blocks aren't bad to help me, but like the internet just, I feel like they're overhyping Steve, because like people are saying he's gonna be a top tier, people say he's gonna be a low tier, people are saying maybe not low tier, but people are saying he's gonna be like a high tier. I just don't see it. Granted, I am playing with spirits. I am very much playing with spirits, so maybe that's why I don't see the top tier potential. But like, no matter what, if he does become a top tier, I'll be shocked. But I do plan to finish Galeem with the side B, because so far I guess I've been consistent at finishing every opponent with the side B. So I mean, yeah, let's just finish Galeem off. Jump cut to when we eventually get past all these spirits. Alright you guys, we finally made it to Galeem. But before we do that, I'm going to do something that should have been done a long time ago. With all that done, and with a boy Steve on our team, I feel like we are finally ready to beat Galeem. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Crazy hand or master hand. Either way you see it, take it. Alright, let's just... Oh, that just glitched. Let's just do this thing. Come on! Hey, let's go. We right off to the sunset. I salute you, Steve. I salute you. Galeem. Alrighty. Bring it on, Galeem, bring it on. Just one-on-one. Or dare I say, one on Steve. Because Steve is his own being. Oh, crap. Am I alive? I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, I really thought I'm gonna take Soul Stat. I'm alive. Come on. It's splitting apart is what killed me. That's what I deserve. Oh my gosh, this shouldn't be as hard as I'm making it. You know what to do! You know, off. F this. Oh my dodging heavens. One hit. Yeah, and there's only one hit I want. Let's go! Yes! I shook the whole table. I shook the whole earth with that one victory. And there I go. Look at me in the corner. Man. Let's go. Yes. Oh. Get ready, you guys, for part 2. I don't really know when I'm gonna be able to. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Almost forgot there's a cutscene. Yeah. That's a. Yeah, we're skipping that cutscene. I mean, you guys can just watch it on YouTube, or if you have the game, you can just watch it there by being the story mode. So forget that. In part 2, we are going to be experiencing Darkon. Maybe the brother, maybe the father of, maybe, I don't know, maybe just the enemy, I guess, at this point, to Galeem. Who knows how this will go. But until that happens, and until you see it, I want you guys to have a great day, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time on Word of Light with Steve Only, Part 2.